Hello po mga kababayan, si Dante Maravillas, Bicolano vlogger, broadcast journalist from Albay. Isa-isa na po na nagpapalabas ng statement yung mga pinangalan ng members ng Congress. 17 sila na mga pinangalanan. Ang sabi tumatanggap ng bribe or SOP na 10 to 25% ng halaga ng project. So, milyon-milyon mga kababayan. Ngayon, nagsalita na yung ilang mga napangalan ng congressmen. Unang nag-react si Quezon City Representative Arjo Atayde. Sabi niya, I categorically deny the allegation that I benefited from any contractor. Pinangalanan siya ni Diskaya. Sabi niya, I have never dealt with them. Hindi totoo ang mga akusasyon na ito. I have never used my position for personal gain, and I never will. I will avail all of remedies under the law to clear my name and hold accountable those who spread these falsehoods. So malamang po mag-file ng kaso laban po sa mag-asawang Diskaya kasi sinabit sila na hingi ng hingi sa mga projects daw, hingi ng hingi. Sunod na naglabas mga kababayan ng denial si Representative Roman Romulo ng Quezon City. Hindi, Quezon, Lone District of Pasig pala. Roman Romulo, Lone District, Pasig City. Ayan po yung kanyang statement. I strongly deny these malicious and fabricated allegations linking me to anomalous bidding. I was never involved in any bidding nor in selecting contractors for DPWH projects. In this regard, it is quite clear that these accusations are nothing more than an attempt to divert attention, shift blame, and evade accountability for matters properly within the responsibility. Such tactics undermine the integrity of official proceedings and mislead the public with baseless insinuations. I challenge my accusers to present clear and solid evidence. I remain committed to serving Pasig with honesty and integrity, and no amount of black propaganda will stop me from doing my job. Sabi po ni Congressman Roman Romulo. Ano tingin ninyo mga kababayan? Ay, ito mga akusasyon. Tama naman yung sinabi ni Roman Romulo, dapat isubstantiate. Kung bakit pinangalanan siya, yan ang ating susubaybayan mga kababayan sa susunod na mga kabanata ng investigasyon. Ganon din si Speaker Martin Romualdez. Sabi ni Speaker Martin, nobody can bribe me. Romualdez denies Diskaya's commission claim. So sabi dito, House Speaker Martin Romualdez insisted on his innocence amid contractor Pacifico Curly Diskaya's allegations that he and several current and past congressmen received juicy commissions from flood control projects. Sabi niya, the claim in the Diskaya couple's affidavit that my name was used for commissions is false, malicious, and nothing more than name-dropping. Let me be clear, wala akong kilalaman, wala akong paintulot at wala akong basbas sa mga ganyang gawain, sabi po ni Romualdez. I cannot and I will not allow lies and name-dropping to pass unchecked. And I say this with all honesty. I have never and I will never accept a bribe from anybody. Walang sino naman ang kayang manuhol sa akin. Alam yan ng lahat ng House members. I am self-made and I have been blessed with the trust of the Filipino people. I do not need and I'll never allow myself to be corrupted by money that does not belong to me. So lumalabas mga kababayan, ginamit lang name dropping, yan ang ibig sabihin. Ginamit yung kanyang pangalan kasi speaker siya. Na itong pera niyang kinukoleksyon namin para kay speaker. Wala man direkta na mula sa opisina mismo ni Speaker Martin yung nangungutong o umihingi. Kundi yung affidavit ni Diskaya sa paragraph 24, ang nagturo si Congressman Marvin Rillo daw ang nagsabi kay Diskaya. Ito, si Congressman Marvin Rillo naman ay ilang beses binabanggit ang pangalan ni Speaker Martin Romualdez bilang kanyang malapit na kaibigan. Madaling sabi, ginagamit ni Congressman Marvin Rillo si Martin Romualdez para makahingi. Ayan si Congressman Rillo ng 4th District ng Quezon City. Siya yung pinangalanan na gumagamit sa pangalan ni Martin Romualdez. Si Congressman Leandro Jesus Bodoy Madrona ng Lone District ng Romblon nag-deny na rin. Yan mga kababayan, sabi niya, I strongly deny the accusation. Sinasabing statement ni Curly ng mga diskaya na kesyo kasama ako doon sa nagdidemand sa kanila. Wala akong dinidemand sa kanila. However, Madrona admitted that he visited the Diskayas but said it was only to request donations for a church under construction. Yung sinasabi nilang pagbisita ko, wala naman siyang binigay sa akin. But what was to request for the donation ng sa simbahan? Nadama yung simbahan. Damay-damay na po ito, mga kababayan. O ngayon, nag-react na rin po yung palasyo. Sabi ni Yusek Claire Castro, hindi lahat ng nabanggit ay guilty na. Palace Press Officer Yusek Claire Castro urges Curly Diskaya to substantiate claims against politicians who are supposedly involved in anomalous flood control projects. Castro says Palace is also open in providing protection to Diskaya. Mahirap na basta-basta mag-name drop, kailangan kumpleto ang ebidensya nila, sabi po ni Yusek Castro. Hindi lahat ng nabanggit ay guilty na. Kailangan pa rin ng kabuuang ebidensya para kapag isinalang sa korte ay hindi agad madidismiss. Tama, mga kababayan, kasi baka may mga isinabit para magulo po yung investigasyon. Anyway, sabi nga natin mga kababayan, may independent commission po na binubuo yung ating Pangulo. Hindi papayag yung ating Pangulo na may mga cover up na mangyayari. Ang sabi ng ating Pangulo, tamaan na yung dapat tamaan. Aliado man, kaibigan, kamag-anak, yan po ang sabi ng ating Pangulo. O ngayon, ito yung latest sa aksyon ng DPWH Secretary Vince Dizon. Sabi rito, the Commission on Audit has filed fraud audit reports before the Office of the Ombudsman which covered the alleged anomalous flood control projects of the DPWH Bulacan 1st District. The contractor of the 5 projects are Wawa Builders, St. Timothy Construction Corporation, at saka yung Sims Construction Trading. The DPWH has also referred the investigation in filing of criminal charges against government officials and the contractors involved in the projects. So makikita ninyo mga kababayan, talagang seryoso yung ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos tundukan ang kalukuhan sa DPWH. Ito yung podcast ng ating Pangulo before lumarga papuntang Cambodia.
Thank you so much for having us today, Mr. President. Thank you so much. Okay, we'll get to the flood control projects first.
Okay.
Okay. Meron kayong binubuong independent body, para imbestigahan yung mga anomalous flood control project. Can you tell us yung mga kasama dito sa independent body na ito?
Well, I can tell you is that unang-una, nagbubuo nga tayo ng tinatawag naming Independent Commission. Wala pang formal name. Pero yun ang binubuo namin. Independent Commission para imbestigahan. Ito nga ang mga lumalabas na anomalya sa mga flood control project. Yung mga personalities, ayoko namang maunahan ang actual na announcement dahil hindi pa solid talaga. Pero malapit na.
Pero paano sila maiba po sa mga existing agent o ombudsman?
They're completely separate from government.
But how powerful will they be?
We will give them all the powers that are necessary for them to come to a conclusion, to come to some findings, para meron naman, alam natin kung ano yung nangyari. At isa pang bagay dito na napakahalaga para sa akin, dahil ang lalim na ng problema. Ang nais ko talagang malaman, paano ba tayo umabot sa ganito?
Paano
Matindi.
nga ba?
Hindi nga
Bakit
na-
naging ganitong kamassive
Dahil
corruption?
Sa nung ako'y governor, hindi ganito. At bukod pa sa laki ng halaga ng nakukuha ng kung sino-sino na tao na wala namang karapatan na bulsahin ang pera na yan, bukod pa ron ay hindi nila tinatago.
Lantaran,
Garapalan na po.
garapalan. Madaling sabi.
In your words, it's economic sabotage.
Shock
Yeah.
kasi ngayon sila walang pakialam.
But how did it become that way?
I-
Why?
This is what I
why
really...
so brazen?
How did we evolve? How did the system evolve? So it became like this. It did not happen overnight. This happened over many decades. And we have...
Take note, ang sinabi ng ating Pangulo, ito anya nangyari. Not overnight, kundi nangyari ito many decades ago. Pero ang iniimbestigahan ng Senado from 2022 to 2025, hindi papayag yung ating Pangulo sa ganyan. Na yung imbestigahan lang yung sa kanyang administrasyon. Habang ang ganitong kalakaran, dekada na po na nangyari. At doon mismo sa testimony, noong last hearing ng Senado, sabi ni Diskaya, 2016 anya kami pumasok sa flood control. Sabi ni Jinggoy, 2022 anya hanggang 2025 lang tayo mag-focus. Hindi maaari na 3 years lang ang fokusan ng investigasyon. Sa mismong bibig ng ating Pangulo, ang sabi niya, dekada na, ganito yung kalakaran. This is not overnight. Hindi ito nangyari overnight, sabi ng ating Pangulo.
to figure out kung ano ba talaga ang nangyari para hindi na mangyari ulit, to put the safeguards in place, which if it requires legislation, if it requires restructuring the government, lahat yan kailangan natin gawin. Pero kailangan natin malaman kung paano tayo ako nasasyak ako, hindi ako makapaniwala na nandito na tayo na ganito na ang gobyerno na
But so many regimes, and it just keeps
So
getting
many
worse.
regimes.
it did.
So how did we get here, and what can we do now to?
Well, I cannot give you a complete answer to how did we get here. The simplistic answer will be, paano tayo nagkaganto? Dahil pinabayaan. And what can we do?
You see?
What we can do is to find out how this happened, who are the people that are involved, make them answerable for
Pinabayaan. Walang administrasyon na nag-initiate ng investigation po. Itong Marcos administration lang. Past administration, wala po. Kaya naging normal na sa kanila yung pagnanakaw. DPWH, Departamento ng Pagnanakaw na Walang Hanggan. Nakasanayan na nila, mga kababayan. Pagkatapos, hanapan ninyo ng flood control yung ating Pangulo. Kumusta naman yung previous na mga flood control projects na in-implement ng mga previous administrations, including Adigong? Kumusta? Tama po.
the wrongdoing and fix the structure so this is not allowable.
Okay.
That's the word that I think that it became allowable. Okay lang.
Yes,
Hindi problema yan. Hindi krimen yan. Sige lang.
it was normalized.
Yes.
It's normal.
People have come to accept this, but to the level na 30%
Normal na yung
pa lang yung
pagnanakaw.
naiiwan sa mga proyekto.
SOP nga po, standard
Astounding
operating
yun.
procedure
That's the
na.
part that talagang hindi ang pag iniisip ko. Paano tayo nagkaganto?
That's why we're really looking forward to this NDP which you will be forming,
Yes.
and we're just wondering how powerful will this body be? Will they be able to even investigate the Congress people, the
They will
Senate?
have to investigate anything and anyone. Otherwise, then what will have sasabihin, may sacred cow na naman, o may pinoproteksyonan dahil kasama sa politika, whatever. Pagka nangyari yun, wala rin kabuluhan yung kanilang investigasyon.
Okay, pakiramdam ng
Lahat
marami talagang
iimbestigahan po.
nalulunod na po tayo sa korupsyon, no? Sometimes, yung mga ordinaryong mamamayan, medyo we ask ourselves, ano bang magagawa natin? Nag-launch po kayo nitong initiative na pwedeng magsumbong directly sa Pangulo, yung mga gusto magreklamo, no? How effective has this been?
Since the website, we have 12,000 plus already reports that are coming in. And these reports, hindi lang ito...
Hindi lang flood control projects.
Hindi lang. May mga paving, mga road widening.
Kita mo?
Maraming dumadating. Of course, we started talking about only flood control. Pero syempre, nagkaroon ng tao ng line of communication sa akin na para makapagreklamo sila, ginagamit talaga nila. That has been very effective. And that's why I encourage everybody. Lahat ng hinihikayat ko kayo lahat. Pagka meron talaga kayong gusto ireklamo ninyo.
I would think it's heartbreaking. Filipinos working so hard. Tapos on the flip side, nakikita ko nyo yung massive corruption na nangyayari. No? I mean,
No, I'm not disappointed. I get very, very angry. How can you do this to people that have worked every day of their lives? Walang ginawa ito kundi magtrabaho. Nagsakripisyo ng mahirap for very little. Just to be able to send money home, just to be able to feed their family, send their children to school. That's all they want in life. Kukunin nyo pa sa kanila yon para bumili ng Rolls Royce.
Mr. President,
Napaiyak
masakit
yung
na
ating
nga yung
Pangulo.
mga-
Oh, horrible situation.
Actually, ako, nasasaktan ako pag nakikita ko, pag naririnig nag-a-apply ng Portuguese
Napaluwa po
citizenship,
yung ating
Spanish
Pangulo.
citizenship, at kung
Sa
ano-ano pa,
tindi ng
no?
korupsyon.
Parang, I guess, sometimes people are feeling hopeless when they see the massive corruption and, but what would you like to tell them?
There's hope. We've seen all of what people are complaining about or having to live with. Yung kailangan ninyong pagtsagaan, pagtiisan na araw-araw niya mga buhay. Alam namin yun. At lahat ng aming gawin, na kayang gawin, ginagawa namin. Pero yun na ngayon, babalik na naman ako doon sa nasabi ko kanina, na ang lalim ng kalawang,
Tindi.
ang lalim
Yes.
ng bulok. They keep saying, how about if these are your friends? How about if these are your kaalyado? I said, what can you do? And I said, we're making an omelet. We're going to have to break some eggs. There's just no way around it.
Even if they're relatives.
Well,
Yeah.
who's more important?
Kahit
Your
relatives
friend?
po.
Your political supporter or every single ordinary Filipino citizen? Who's more important? To me, it's the Filipino citizen. Nobody is more important than Filipinos. Nobody, not one person is more important. Not me, not anybody is more important. Whatever it is that's going to be good for Filipinos, you sacrifice that for the Filipinos. That's what being a good Filipino means. You make sacrifices for the country, you make sacrifices for your people.
You're teary.
Yes, because I'm very upset.
Very daw
No,
siya.
because I see people having a hard time.
Napaiyak yung
And
ating Pangulo.
and they don't deserve it. Mabuti mga kung masamang tao yan. Dapat parusahan. Hindi naman eh. Walang ginawa yan kundi magtrabaho. Kundi mahalin ang pamilya. Ba't mo paparusahan? Para magpayaman ka? That makes no sense to me.
Sa dami ng sakit ng ulo nyo po, do you ever regret?
No. Not for
You didn't even pause to think.
Not for one moment. Because I
No
am
regret
given the
as president daw
opportunity
siya.
to actually, the privilege, the opportunity and the chance to actually do something. All of the things that I complained about all my life, now I can do something about it. And that is the greatest privilege that anyone can be granted. So no, I don't regret.
Yes, sabi ng mga netizens. Si Angel Resurrection, naiyak ako. Sabi ni Denim Jeans, only good-hearted people can feel the sincerity of our President. God bless you, PBBM. Sabi ni Faye Villanueva, salamat mahal na Pangulong BBM sa pagyakap mo sa matinding mga problema at di makapaniwalang kalagayan ng korupsyon at pagnanakaw sa kabanang bayan ng mga naglilingkod kuno sa bayan na may masamang hangarin lamang sa kabanang bayan at ang pag-ugaling pagkaganid sa pera ng bayan. Sabi ni Naomi, maraming salamat PBBM sa malasakit. Much appreciated mga kababayan yung ginagawa ng ating Pangulo. So makikita ninyo yung sincerity sa kanya. Wala siyang sisinuhin, wala siyang sasantuhin mga kababayan. Gusto niya talaga maayos yung ating bansa. At matuldukan ang korupsyon na to na dekada na po na nangyayari sa ating gobyerno. Lalo na po sa DPWH. Nasanay na sila pag nanakaw.